JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. 26-year-old man shot and killed in Marvelly. The St. Andrew South Police have launched a search for those responsible for the tragic murder of 26-year-old Shane Petty, a laborer from Fields, Kingston 20. Reports indicate that around 12:50 a.m. on Saturday, multiple gunshots rang out along Amsterdam Avenue in Marvelly. Concerned residents alerted the police, who quickly arrived at the scene. They discovered Petty suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds. He later succumbed to his injuries. No motive has yet been established for the killing. 3 pedestrians died in 2 corporate area crashes. 3 pedestrians died in 2 crashes in less than 24 hours in the corporate area. 2 men died early Saturday morning after they were struck by a vehicle on Washington Boulevard in St. Andrew. The incident occurred shortly before 4 o'clock in the vicinity of Marvelly. According to a report from the Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch, the men were standing in an eastbound lane assisting a motorist who had just been involved in a motor vehicle collision when they were hit by a Mitsubishi Pajero. Both men, said to be aged 37 and 57, were pronounced dead at hospital. Their identities have not yet been released. The status of the driver of the Pajero is not known. In the other tragic incident, a woman died after she was struck by a car at the intersection of Charles Street and East Street, downtown Kingston on Friday morning. The 62-year-old woman was standing at the side of the road when she was hit by a Honda Fit along East Street. It's reported that the Honda Fit was traveling south along East Street, while a white Toyota Probox was traveling west along Charles Street. Upon reaching the intersection, which was controlled by a traffic light, it is alleged that one of the drivers disobeyed the signal, resulting in the Toyota Probox colliding with the left rear section of the Honda Fit. The impact pushed the Honda Fit sideways into the pedestrian. She was pronounced dead on arrival at hospital. Motorcyclist killed in Manchester crash. Motorcycle missing. Police are investigating the death of a motorcyclist following a reported crash on the Silent Hill Main Road in Manchester on Friday night. The victim has been identified as 34-year-old Rakesh Hansen, otherwise called Rox, a pump attendant and resident of New Forest, Manchester. Reports are that around 7:45 p.m., Hansen was riding a motorcycle on the main road when he lost control and crashed. He was pronounced dead at hospital. Police have been unable to locate the motorcycle involved in the crash. A police source reiterated the importance of road safety among motorcyclists. Of all the bike deaths that we have, none of them were wearing helmets. Recently, the Kiwanis Club donated helmets to motorcyclists, yet still motorcyclists not wearing helmets, the source said. Body of man washed away in Wagwater River, found after 16 days. 16 days after 25-year-old Omar Skyers was washed away by the Wagwater River at Castleton in St. Mary. His body was found at a river in Broadgate in the parish. The discovery was reportedly made by a resident who saw a body floating in an area of Broadgate known as Thousand Pen on Saturday. Skyers and a female friend, 19-year-old Kristen Steele, reportedly went swimming on September 12 following a visit to Castleton when they were swept away by rushing waters caused by heavy rains. Steele's body was recovered by a search team on the morning of September 14 in the Flint River area of Castleton. Member of Parliament for South East St. Mary, Dr. Norman Dunn, earlier today said that authorities were removing Skyers' body from the river. It is a sad period for the family of the deceased. However, they have now gotten closure, said Dunn. It has been more than 2 weeks since Skyers was swept away, and there was uncertainty as to what might have happened. But today, sad to say, his body was spotted. I have to commend the entire search team for their effort, even though the outcome was not what we wanted, he added. Second inmate from Halfway Tree lockup dies at hospital. An investigation has been launched into the sudden death of another inmate from the Halfway Tree police lockup in St. Andrew. The deceased has been identified as 68-year-old Donovan Phillips. The police report that at about 3:30 p.m. on Friday, the senior citizen who was on remand for arson and murder was inside his cell and complained of feeling ill. He was taken to the Kingston Public Hospital, KPH, where he died while being treated. Phillips is the second inmate from the Halfway Tree lockup to die in recent days. On September 24, David Satchel also died at KPH after he was found unresponsive in his cell. He was 59 years old. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, has launched a probe into both incidents. Police used footage from Jamaica High to prosecute rogue motorists. The Police High Command is going to utilize Jamaica High to prosecute motorists who breach the Road Traffic Act. Motorists across the corporate area complained bitterly on Friday about being stuck in traffic gridlock along several major thoroughfares. Assistant Commissioner of Police Gary McKenzie, commanding officer for the Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch, in response, said there were several collisions which compounded the challenge posed by the issue of the large number of vehicles on the road during the peak period.
I have to thank a number of motorists who sent me personally a number of videos where persons were breaking the law, so to speak. And we have the numbers and we will be making some prosecution. We are going to follow up on it. We can't have it happening. If we have people doing these things and it goes by unattended to, then we are going to have more of it. We just can't have it happening. And so what we will do once we get these videos is go to our surveillance, or Jamaica Eye surveillance cameras, and then we check it and we will lock the evidence and we will carry out our prosecution.
Submachine gun and pistol seized in Bogwalk, 2 men arrested. 2 men are in police custody following the discovery of illegal guns at their residence in the swampland area of Bogwalk, St. Catherine, during a joint operation conducted by law enforcement authorities early Thursday morning. At approximately 6:30 a.m., officers executed a search warrant at the suspect's home, where they uncovered a Mach 11 submachine gun equipped with an extended magazine, as well as a Beretta pistol. Both men were taken into custody. The names of the suspects, aged 43 and 23, have not been disclosed, as authorities are withholding their names pending further investigation. St. Thomas man held with gun during snap raid in Craigtown. A man who was named as a person of interest was reportedly held with an illegal gun during a snap raid by the police in Craigtown, St. Andrew on Thursday afternoon. It's alleged that Ian Dakers, otherwise called Lucky, said to be a resident of Dumfries, St. Thomas, was held with a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 19 cartridges. Head of the Kingston Western Police Division, Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, said Dakers is believed to be a major player in the ongoing gang conflict in the community. The Wanted and Gaza gangs have been involved in a bloody turf war over recent months, resulting in several murders and shootings. Police reported that the war had taken an even deadlier twist as the gangs, whose members are known to each other, have sought and acquired help from gunmen from outside communities. The JSF and the JDF have been continuing our operational activities within the Craigtown area, and we have been achieving some successes, SSP Phipps shared. Reports indicated that Dakers, who was named as a person of interest in the gang war in Craigtown, was seen on Baker Street when he was searched, and the gun found in his waistband. It is believed that he is linked to several criminal activities within the St. Thomas Division, so we'll be collaborating our efforts with the St. Thomas Police to determine what charges can be laid against them, Phipps disclosed. No in-person classes at school were gun taken from 7-year-old. For more than 2 weeks, there have only been empty classrooms at the St. Elizabeth Base Primary School, where a 7-year-old student was found in possession of a submachine gun. Teachers and the students have stayed away, moving teaching and learning online out of fear, after threats to harm people at the school and in the community were issued following the September 12 incident. The situation was worsened amid internet challenges plaguing several households in the St. Elizabeth community. Several students have been unable to attend online classes since the incident. In light of this, parents have been making attempts to transfer their children to other schools. Now that the affected school nor the community have been publicly named, the Child Protection and Family Services Agency has said the boy is in state care. Efforts have been made by the authorities to have the educators return to physical school, but these have so far been unsuccessful. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.